if you like our videos, please like and subscribe, because then he can eat even more this month. Isn't that right, Jamie? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel for the first time. If you haven't been here before, welcome back to the channel if you have been here before. I decided I'd give it a chance. I'd sit down and I'd watch the She-Hulk finale and see what happens. I've kept all details out of my reach. I haven't watched a single video on it. I haven't done anything. I haven't seen anything. I've waited the whole day because I was fucking exhausted last night from school, and then you know how it goes. You know how it goes. I just had to put it off for the day. But the only thing I have heard from my brother is that they blast the fourth wall even more so than Deadpool did in this episode somehow. They go more meta than he does somehow. That both intrigues and worries me. So I'm very curious to find out what happens here. I'm not even going to delay. I've got Jamie sitting on my lap, ready to join me in watching this mess here. So, well, maybe it's not a mess. Maybe I take that back. I'm not going to judge it too harshly yet. The Daredevil episode overall was pretty good, except for a few minor things. So, Jamie's already left, though, so that's not a good sign. Anyways, let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, what the fuck?
Walters, Esquire, lawyer, millennial.
No fucking way!
And her personal life. Then an accidental dose of gamma-radiated blood alters her body chemistry. And now, when Jennifer Walters is angry or outraged,
No
a
fucking
startling
way!
metamorphosis occurs.
That is the original shit!
The creature is driven by rage and pursued by online trolls.
Oh no.
Don't make me angry.
Oh,
like me when I'm angry.
fuck it, that's so good. Oh my god.
She is provoked into a rampage that has landed her in prison, and now she is seen only for the
Wait, is that Lou Ferrigno?
that
Is that Lou Ferrigno? No. Savage shit. Yes. That was so fucking good. Oh my god.
Hey guys,
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm alright.
I take back my complaints.
Did you manage
Holy
to get
shit.
hold of Bruce?
We left Mulch to sound very calm, considering I was calling the freaking Hulk himself.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
Yes.
You know what? He was really good at Adrian Chase, and he's really good at his dumbass too.
They need to be prosecuted. Hold on. For this. They baited you and you took the bait.
I was angry, which is how anyone would respond in that situation.
True.
You're not just anyone. You are an out-of-control Hulk.
Oh.
That's what all the witnesses saw.
Oh.
We have an offer for a plea deal.
She is immediately on. She's immediately on that. Oh boy. She's never gonna be able to become She-Hulk again. Of course. And then she's gonna realize that it's a big part of her character and that she can't not be She-Hulk.
I stole all the food and drinks from the kitchen.
Wait, so she got fired because she's no longer She-Hulk?
I will continue to work here because they paid me nicely.
Don't worry about me.
And she's staying because she's getting paid. Wait, why is that? Wait.
The female
How
cousin
does-
of the Hulk, popularly known as
How does that
the
make
Hulk,
sense? Wait,
has
she
been
gets
released
fired, but
from
her
terms of the deal.
paralegal gets
Jennifer Walters
kept on? What?
transforming into her.
And if no one ever wants to hire you again, you can always move back here with us.
Thanks, Dad.
Jesus Christ.
But my gym stuff is in your room now, and I work out every day at 7 a.m.
God, this is actually
You should join me.
really
Workout
depressing.
buddies. Oh, this will be fun.
She had to move out? Oh, because she probably couldn't get a job in time to fucking pay rent. Oh, wow. Good dad.
I don't care if there is a drought. I got water pressure for days.
All right. All right.
So finding the identity of these guys has been like
Oh.
one dead end after another.
They're trying to find
the admin on Intelligentsia, but the site
him.
security is annoyingly airtight.
I've been looking into the platform.
They got a whole
and in
cork
Zone
board
there's
and everything.
several shell companies that are operating
Them, and we will destroy them by any and all means.
legally.
I said by any and all means.
No.
By
I'm going
any
to
and all
sue them
means.
for defamation and invasion of privacy, and get them charged with unauthorized access to a protected computer.
Ugh, boring. All right, if you want to be all Jen Walters about it, yeah, that's cool.
So they skimped on all the actual law shit for 7 episodes, and then Daredevil came in and they actually put in the law stuff in force.
Thank you.
Also, I thought you might get a
I mean,
kick
and
out
with a
of
bang,
seeing
I
your
guess.
friends
No.
made in love.
But this doesn't feel right.
Oh,
This
here we
isn't
go.
even a reluctant superhero story. I'm just getting screwed over. Is this what you guys want?
Jennifer Walters is a woman at a new low.
What the
she
fuck
has
is
no
this?
More
No,
fight
we're
in
not
her.
doing a narrator.
Oh
We're
my
off the
god.
rails.
What?
Understand?
She's going to Emil now. Damn. Not delivered either.
Well, you said come anytime. This is a time.
Come anytime. Oh, is he gonna be Abomination when she shows up?
I'm not running from my problems. It's a mental health break.
That's the biggest crock of bullshit, and I know that.
Found this vid of
That's so fucking smart, actually.
Forgive me, Jen, for this transgression.
That is so smart. Well, okay, we don't need to see that.
Oh, hey there, Hulk King. Okay, well, that was easy.
How?
Am I a genius?
What?
Hell yeah, I'll be there. Pug, are you still here?
Oh,
Do me a favor.
she's using him as a spy, I guess. Okay, that's interesting. It's that easy. Just post dirt on her, and the leader will reach out.
Pleasant surprise.
Are you fucking serious?
I hope this is okay.
Yeah, with the guest room. Okay. And a hug. Okay.
What a fucking weirdo.
Our hearts beat.
Deep haikus by oh
the monster. What does that make you?
Jesus Christ.
Get your head in the
That is so.
Off you go.
That is so not.
Stop calling. All right, just talk.
You're coming in real choppy.
Don't pretend like you can't hear me.
No, reception sucks.
Okay, so walk around.
This is the.
there even need to be a
This is the stupidest fucking idea.
Hey, guys,
Females, am I right?
Is that serious? Oh.
Mother Pugger.
Oh.
Todd Phelps?
Todd? Oh wait, that tracks.
That's not a
Of course
surprise.
you're one of us. Yo, come here, man.
But he's a dumbass, of course.
You heard it from me first. He rules, and he's hot.
All right, and let's be honest, okay? He
What?
knows who I'm talking about.
Is She-Hulk better than the Hulk?
See, she got everything through nepotism.
She got everything through nepotism.
Oh my god.
You think she boned Holloway? That's their boss. Oh. Did she?
Yes.
Like you're mad about it.
Yeah, and it pisses me off.
She's a good.
We are vibing.
She is a good coach.
Dude, I created Intelligentsia.
Well, that's
I'm
no.
Hulk King.
That's not a fucking shock.
My God.
Oh, and of course the phone breaks out. He can improvise, really.
The guy can't improv.
Yeah. No shit.
Let's circle up. Let's get it.
Actually, I think I'd rather just talk to Emil about this. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's down in the lodge. Some private event down there.
Thanks.
Yep. Yep.
Kind of missed the chicken blood.
I would like to introduce our very special guest speaker.
Yep, he's part of Intelligentsia.
You
Yep,
better
yep,
cheer.
yep,
Give
yep,
it up
yep.
for the Abomination!
Yep. And there he is. In his full glory. God, it looks so. Oh, that looks so weird. That's so weird seeing seeing his face on the Abomination.
Satisfied with your place in the world. Don't ask permission.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Be powerful.
Oh, that fucking face.
The sight, he's Hulk King.
Oh.
You're Hulk King?
No doy. Remember your attractive date, Josh? You think the sex tape was the worst part?
Don't
I hired him to seduce you and steal your blood. Oh.
Wait, what are you talking about? Steal my blood?
My team also synthesized your blood, so it could safely give me
No.
you never should have.
No. No.
I didn't just get handed superpowers. I had to earn them.
Fucking madman.
Work, right? We're not actually doing this.
Why is it?
He's not red. He's not red though.
This can't possibly be where this season was going.
What the fuck, dude?
Prize losers. I'm out of here, man. Come on, Titania too? This isn't messy enough?
God, does that bitch ever use a door?
Jet, watch out!
What in the fuck is going on? And now he's...
Let go of my cousin.
What?
It's not what you think. Is this necessary?
Okay, what is even happening here?
Yeah, I'm fucking confused too.
This is a mess. None of these storylines make any sense. Is this working for you? Hey, what do you think you're doing? This menu is not gonna stop me. I'm just gonna break this inhibitor real quick. Alright.
What the fuck?
No, no. Ah, Marvel Assemble. That'll do.
Back when we were working on the first Thor movie, they had coached me.
What in the fuck is going on? She-Hulk for... This is the actual writing team of the fucking show. Are you serious right now?
Hey, is everything okay?
What the hell, you guys?
We thought it'd be really cool and like unexpected.
Yeah, like fun and kind of a twist.
A twist?
Yeah.
The bad guy steals my blood in order to give himself superpowers. Where did you come up with that original idea? Was that from every other superhero story ever?
Okay, there are certain things that are supposed to happen in a superhero story.
This is the story that Kevin wants.
Are you no
Okay, then I
fuck
wanna talk to
no
Kevin.
no. No. Is Kevin Feige going to make a fucking appearance in this? What? What the fuck is this?
That's my secret test.
Hello, Jennifer.
Kevin?
It stands for Knowledge Enhanced Visual Interconnectivity Nexus. Were you expecting a man?
Yeah, why would I expect a giant AI brain and not a man? Wait, so you're the one who's making all the decisions here?
I will answer your questions, but you must first transform to Jennifer.
Why?
You are very expensive.
Oh, sure.
But wait until the camera is off you. The visual effects team has moved on to another project. There, do it now.
Better?
Thank you. And to answer your question, yes, I make the decisions. I possess the most advanced entertainment algorithm in the world, and it...
Near perfect.
Some are better than others, but I leave that debate up to the internet.
Well, Kevin, I'm not happy with what's happening in my story.
You do not get to choose.
Why not? It's my show.
Incorrect. It's KEVIN's show.
Well, regardless of creative ownership, can we agree that it is a legal comedy?
If that's what you prefer to call it.
Then I would like to give my closing argument. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is known for its big spectacles
What
and
the fuck
high-stakes
is
plots.
going on?
It's often said that Marvel movies all end the same way.
Wait, who's saying that?
Perhaps following some unwritten rule that you have to throw a bunch of plot and flash and a whole blood thing that seems super suspiciously close to super soldier serum. I propose we don't have to do that.
Huh.
It distracts from the story, which is that my life fell apart right when I was learning to be both Jen and She-Hulk. Those are my stakes, Kevin.
The KEVIN is processing this new data. What is the ending you propose?
Do Todd gets Hulk powers? Like, the powers aren't the villain. He is.
Erasing blood plot.
Oh, and Bruce swooping down from literal outer space to save the day in my story?
But Bruce is supposed to return to explain what he was doing
No,
on
we
Sec-
don't need to hear any of that.
But we were going to introduce
Save it for the movie.
recalculating and abomination.
What the fuck?
After all that,
It's
Are we
literally
done here?
change
would not mind
it
seeing
on the
Daredevil again. A woman has needs.
Historically, we've been light in that department.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh wait.
Yes!
Look at all the daddy issues. We got Tony Stark, daddy issues.
Jen.
Thor, daddy issues. Loki, same daddy, same issues.
Oh boy.
Star-Lord, 2 daddies, 2 issues.
Jen, please stop.
I mean,
When are we getting the X-Men?
I cannot tell you that.
Okay, back to She-Hulk. I do have some thoughts about the direction.
You will not be able to access the KEVIN.
That's what Hulks do. We smash things. Bruce smashes buildings, I smash fourth walls and bad endings. Murdoch.
Okay.
Oh!
Now get back to the show. See you on the big screen.
Really?
No.
Oh, whatever.
What a
Should I
tease.
transform back, or what's the most budget-friendly way to do this?
So I just
Todd!
Wow, okay, that was really good effects on that
I'll see you in
transformation.
court, babe.
Look, I didn't mean to.
Hey,
Yes!
Daredevil. You missed it. We're done. Sorry.
Everything? Oh, man.
It was great.
But he's showing up in the daylight, you know what? I don't give a fuck. You gotta see Matt again.
Thanks.
Hi, Daredevil.
She knows who he
As
is!
legal counsel, you understand that if you sign this, you go back to prison for 10 years for violating your parole.
Yep. It's the comic price I pay for my actions.
Well, maybe you can write some haikus about it.
All right, Blonsky. Sarcasm?
Can't wait to read them.
What in the fuck?
Jen tells me you have your own practice?
Yeah, in the Hell's Kitchen.
You hear that, Rebecca? His own practice? The Hell's Kitchen doesn't sound like a very nice area.
Well, it's not very glamorous, but it's where I grew up, and I've always wanted to help the people in my neighborhood who can't afford legal services.
So you don't make a lot of money.
And Rebecca, you don't ask people how much money they make.
God, that's fine. I don't do it for the money.
Dad.
It's very expensive raising kids in L.A.
Oh my
He
god.
stayed for a week.
I did not think the conversation was going that way.
Matt, I'm going to tell you right now, every conversation is going in that direction, so buckle up.
God, I love Charlie Cox, the little acting, like, forgetting to, like, acting like he's missing with the hand. Oh, it's so good. Oh, is this Bruce? Yeah, there he is at the end. Of course.
Bruce?
I know I have someone here that I'd like you all to meet. This is my son, Scar.
Wow, you're a family.
After a criminal conspiracy came to light, She-Hulk, the superpowered woman known as the cousin of the Hulk, has been cleared of her previous conviction. Oh, She-Hulk.
The message we're sending is that if you attack, harm, or harass innocent people, I'm coming for you.
Do you mean in the courtroom or as a superhero?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, there you go.
Now tell our viewers.
Wow, that was, impressively good, actually. The credits said that Wong showed up. What? What do you mean Wong showed up? Oh, well, there he is. Never mind.
Emil, my apologies for the delay.
You got sucked into another show, didn't you?
We're really in an era of peak TV. You have all your things?
Yeah. What's the guest policy at Carbotage?
It's
Shared fridge?
we're kind of all one with everything, family.
What about Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
Why does he want Abomination so damn bad? Like, why? That's a bit of a puzzling end credits. But leading up to that, my God, I was thinking that it was going to be some absolute gutter trash, just absolutely stupid ending. And it started going that way. Well, I shouldn't say it was going to be a stupid ending, but it was going the way of, yeah, this was predictable. We could see, yeah, I saw this coming. That seems about right. Todd gets Hulk powers. He becomes a madman, which is actually a character in the comics, Madman. That's a type of Hulk. He's actually the leader's brother, so I thought it would even make even more sense to tease to the leader, which they also didn't do. They also didn't do Red Hulk, thank Christ. But they made it seem very, very, like, by the book, Marvel. But out of fucking nowhere, like, I expected fourth wall breaks. I didn't expect her to break into the Disney Plus fucking homepage, climb out of her own shows, like, she went into the fucking making of series, the assembled series. If there was anything I could have predicted or could have seen or could have said about the finale for She-Hulk coming before that point, I would have never, ever guessed that they would fourth wall break that hard. Like, that hard. I see what my brother meant now, because, like, yeah, Deadpool, he fourth wall braked, because he went back in time several times in the second movie, and killed the various versions of his shitty characterization, and then went into our world and killed Ryan Reynolds reading the script of Green Lantern. Still cracks me up to this day. But that, she literally stormed into fucking Marvel HQ. Not even, no, even before that, she stormed into the writing room of the actual fucking writing team of the show. Like, I've seen the main writer for that show. She was in the background, in like the back left. In like, I think it was like a red floral top or some shit like that. I think that was her. She's been in so many interviews and stuff like that, like, just to have this, like, face identification with her. So I knew, oh yeah, these are all the guys that are the actual writing team. And they put them, first off, they put themselves in their own show, which is, first off, a little conceited, but you know what? Leading into the second point, it made sense, and it was actually really, really well executed. And for them being all writers, they acted it pretty well too. I'm not even gonna lie, which is pretty amusing. And then I picked on it early on. I picked up on it early on. If I didn't have the subtitles, I probably wouldn't have picked up on it. But they had, like, Kevin with the little dots between it, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing with that? You know what? Isn't there a Kevin? I'm almost certain there's a Kevin in. Oh no, okay. It's just a new thing introduced for She-Hulk. I thought there was another, like, robot or something in the comics that what was it called? was very similar to this, or had a similar name. I don't know. So what? So obviously it's based on Kevin Feige. Like, of course it is. Oh, you know what? This is probably what I'm thinking of. Kevin has no direct comic book counterpart. However, comic characters have met fictionalized versions of the real-life Marvel staff before. Specifically when Fantastic Four meets Jack Kirby, or She-Hulk really meets John Byrne, who is a Marvel writer and artist. So that makes sense. And wait, what? The creative team initially toyed with the idea that Kevin would be played by handsome, debonair man in tuxedos such as George Clooney or John Hamm. John Hamm would have been pretty fucking good. I'm not even gonna lie, that would have been pretty good. Oh, they wanted to put, I see. So they had, like, the little lens which looked like a hat above the, like, eye thing on the robot there. But they wanted to put the actual, like, hat that Kevin Feige wears on the robot. That's so good. That's... Yeah, Okay, here's where the problem starts for me, though. Before I get into the rest of the episode. Here's where the problem begins for me. The first 7 episodes, were they intentionally written to be bad, or by the books formulaic, or just like as bare bones as possible to make people not like it? Or did they write something that they thought was actually good leading up to this point, and then in post decided, you know what, just in case, let's do this really fun twist? Like, I'm trying to see where that comes in, because I'm not entirely sure. The first seven episodes are not very good. Like, there's some okay. I wouldn't say they're all bad. Like, there's some decent moments in there. And Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk carries most of the show, as she does in these episodes, the final 2 episodes here. But obviously, there's other things that make the episode great, such as Daredevil in the last one. But that then calls into question: were those first 7 episodes intentionally made to be bad? Or did they come out bad because they wrote it so bare bones? Yeah, I'm even struggling to try and figure out what I'm trying to say here, trying to figure out what they've done. What the fuck? Because, oh my god. So, the key here is that they would have had to go into writing She-Hulk with this finale in mind. Or something along this finale in mind, before they started hearing things and, you know, started possibly editing things in post. So it... The finale makes me want to think that the rest of the show was written intentionally awful and basic, in a way to garner as much hate from the internet, to fuel the fire, to fuel into it, to then twist everything on its head at the end. Like, it's just... oh, it hurts my brain to comprehend. I'm not sure whether to congratulate the writers of She-Hulk or admonish them for writing 7 shitty episodes to set up for this wild finale. Like, I'm not sure what to do here. Because on the one hand, it was executed really well. The finale really, like, it was good. It was actually a really good finale. And looking back on the rest of the season, if it was intentionally trash, then sure, like, that makes sense. But at the same time, you spent 7 episodes of Marvel's money for nothing. The whole thing was just to be as generic, by the books as possible, to garner as much hate and anger as possible, to then flip it on its head in the last 2 episodes. That's kind of scummy. And I can see why Feige and the Marvel people really had a hand in this one. Because they probably weren't too pleased that 7 episodes of the show were just basic by-the-books formula, not great. They might have been pretty upset with that, because yeah, honestly, that would make a lot of sense as to why they didn't allow certain characters to cameo in the show too, but they let Daredevil come in near the end. That would actually add up a lot more too, because they obviously didn't allow certain characters to show up in certain cameos. Like, people thought the fucking Thing was gonna show up, being represented for a case, as a cameo, which I thought was a fucking long shot. Like, they're probably not gonna happen. But I could definitely see that as a character that the writers were trying to get a hold of for a moment temporarily. Like, they probably combed every depth of the Marvel Universe for some character to use. But Feige and Marvel Corporation didn't want them appearing in a nothing burger of an episode. Like, that would make the most sense to me. They didn't want those characters appearing in episodes that didn't matter at all, didn't add up to anything. So the first 7 episodes, they put the most obscure, no-name, random characters in there, like El Aguilar and Manbull and shit like that. They had Abomination appear a couple times, which is fine. Like, they did a lot of cameos, almost even leaning into the Marvel cameo trope, which I guess I get further lends to the fact that they probably intended for this to happen. I guess. Fucking wild. But yeah, no, that would absolutely add up as to why Marvel didn't allow them certain characters. But near the finale, they allowed them Daredevil because, oh, it's actually important. It actually ties into the finale, and you know what? It brings hype for Born Again when that comes out after Echo. Like, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, god damn, those first episodes were just not very good. There's a reason I didn't cover them the whole time up until this point. And it's because they were not great. They were either bad, or they were so by the formula and by the books, it was just okay. I mean, there was some goofy moments in there, but then there was other moments that detracted from the show. Like, the whole twerking bit was, oh Christ. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not getting into it. But I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. They absolutely twisted this on its head. And having I would also go back and say for the whole Kevin bit and all that, having them mention the X-Men by name. Like, Feige had to have a hand in that. There's no fucking way. Like, Man with Metal Claws in the third episode. The last episode where, or no, even before that, you had the end credits scene with all those sneakers, the one that looked like Wolverine's colors. Then you had the Easter egg last episode with the makeup brushes and the Wolverine claws, and then just straight up name drops the X-Men in the MCU. The X-Men. What? Like, that's. And the fact that he responds with "I can't tell you when they'll come," that's pretty fucking par for the course. But they're teasing. They keep teasing it. They brought in mutants in Ms. Marvel. Namor is a mutant in Wakanda Forever coming up. They fucking name drop mutants right here, like, or fucking X-Men rather. Like, it's gearing up. It's slowly gearing up here for them to show up really quickly. And then Deadpool 3 with Hugh Jackman coming back. Like, it's just gonna be, it's gonna be insane. So good. So fucking good. Yeah, man, that was, wow. I'm still impressed. I find it interesting that they kept Abomination around. Like, I'm not surprised that they kept they kept him locked up or whatever, or they kept him alive, or like, that's not my surprise. My surprise is they kept him around and in play, as in Wong stole him from prison and brought him to Kamartaj for asylum. But why? Like, I do not understand. What role is he going to play if he isn't in the Thunderbolts? Because he's not in the Thunderbolts, which is a fucking shock, because everyone thought he was going to be part of the Thunderbolts lineup, but nope. Not a single fucking one. It seems like the Thunderbolts are actually all espionage agents and shit like that, as opposed to, you know, a government-sanctioned Avengers, basically, which are of dubious morals. Oh, but going back for a second, I didn't even mention, first off, Matt Murdock mentioning Hell's Kitchen and everyone and everything again, but not mentioning Foggy and Nelson and Foggy Nelson and Carrie Page and their practice and everything. They're leaving doors open. They're leaving doors open to change things around, I guess. But outside of that, having Bruce show up with Scar, a young Scar, that is wild. That is going to be insane, because they wanted to do a World War Hulk movie, and I was kind of curious how they're going to do World War Hulk, how they're going to set this up. And now it looks like they're just going to have Scar be the son of Hulk and absolutely wreck shit and try to take over. And then have the actual Hulk try and stop him. If I had to wager a bet, anyways. But that's so cool. And they kept his design. Like, he hasn't grown up, so he hasn't obviously got his long black locks or anything like that, but his like tattooing pattern and everything is pretty close. That's super cool. That's really cool. I'm actually very interested to see who's playing Scar. Because, like, they just had the CGI model there. They didn't have any voice lines or anything, so they don't have an actual actor, I would assume. But that's super exciting as well. Like, holy shit, that was genuinely a good finale. I am rather impressed. Rather incredibly impressed. That being said, was it worth the 7 episodes build up? That's debatable. That's arguable. But the payoff at the end here was pretty good. This is pretty solid. And if I would very much hope to see She-Hulk and some more stuff later on. They kept mentioning a season 2, so I imagine that's probably where they're going after this, a season 2. And with the Kevin bot saying that she won't show up in the movies, that seems a little weird. Like, I feel like she would show up in at least a movie, probably Secret Wars down the line. So that's a little bit disingenuous, but yeah, I feel like she'll probably just appear in various TV shows here and there. She might even pop up in Born Again. I wouldn't be surprised if she does. Well, actually, if they're trying to keep it pretty brooding, dark tone like the original show, then maybe they won't have Jen Walters show up, or like She-Hulk show up. Maybe just Jen Walters and not use the CGI on She-Hulk, you know, and just have Jen drop by for a quick bit in New York. I don't know. Could be. But that's the other thing, too, I guess, is that would make sense that she doesn't show up in many more other things outside of her own show, is because she's in LA. Like, everything else that happens in the MCU, or that has happened in the MCU, major events are usually around New York or in the New York area. Because I'm pretty sure the Avengers like campus thing that got bombed in Endgame and everything like that, I'm pretty sure that's near New York. I could be mistaken. That could be near Washington or something. I don't exactly remember. But, like, a lot of the big stuff happens around New York. So the fact that you have the one hero in LA, like, isolated on their own, I feel like that's going to be a pretty solid indicator that you're not going to get She-Hulk in too much other stuff. But I would very much like to see her in some other stuff, because Tatiana Maslany nailed it. Absolutely great. Great job with the character. Great job with She-Hulk. And nothing against her. The show was awful. It wasn't her fault. It's just the writing around her. But then that being intentional, it pays off later, kind of, I guess. And she really killed it in the last 2 episodes here, for sure. Like, the actual legal stuff coming in, the actual legal jargon and shit like that was actually good. That was really good. That was really well executed and all that. So, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I think it was pretty good. I don't know how others think, but I'm surprised. That was actually really solid. I don't know what else to say. So I think I'll call it there. To those of you that are tuned in or watching, or for the first time, thank you all for popping in. If you enjoyed, leave a like, a subscribe, you know, like all that good shit. And to those of you that came back again, well, hope you enjoyed, and you'll be seeing more. I've got my first Nostalgia Nights video coming right after this. Should be pretty quick after this, so look forward to that, because that's four episodes of the 94 Spider-Man cartoon. 4. Be on the lookout for that, because that's going to be real good. That's some good shit right there. Lots of really good Easter eggs in that one too, which I didn't even pick up on the first time watching it as a kid. But anyways, I'm rambling on. Hope you all have a good one, and I will see you in the next. Adios.